My name is Maya. I am 31 years old now. This is the hardest story of my life. It is about my wedding day. It is about a big mistake I made. It is about a secret I kept hidden. It is about learning to be free. I will tell you everything now. I grew up in a very kind family. My parents loved me so much. They gave me food and warm clothes. They sent me to the best school. My mother would sing while cooking. My father would tell me old stories. They wanted my life to be safe. In our culture, safety means marriage. A good girl marries a good boy. The family finds the right match. Then the girl leaves her father's house. She starts a new life with her husband. This was the path I was taught. I never once asked for another road. I trusted my parents with my whole heart. I thought they knew what was best. When my age reached 25 years, my mother began to talk about marriage. She showed me pictures of nice boys. I just looked and gave a small smile. I did not say no to her. I did not say yes from my heart. I just stayed quiet and waited. Waiting felt easier than choosing for myself. My father found a boy named Rohan. Rohan worked as an engineer in the city. His family was good and respected. Everyone said he was a perfect match. I met Rohan only 3 times. Each meeting was full of family voices. We sat in rooms with parents and aunts. We never got to talk alone for long. We talked about our jobs and work. We talked about the hot summer weather. We talked about the local traffic jams. We never talked about our real feelings. We never talked about our secret dreams. Something felt very missing deep inside me, but I pushed that feeling far away. I told myself love will grow slowly. My mother said, "Rohan is a good man." I tried very hard to feel happy. I smiled when everyone looked at me. The wedding day finally arrived with noise. I woke up early in the morning. The house was full of bright flowers. My hands were decorated with dark henna. The music outside was loud and joyful, but I sat still like a statue. My smile felt painted on my face. My heart was beating slow and hard. Something inside me was very wrong. The priest called me to the altar. Rohan stood there, looking proud and happy. I walked slowly towards the holy fire. My legs felt heavy, like wet sand. I looked at his face very closely. I searched for a spark, a feeling, but I felt nothing in my heart. No love, no warmth, no sweet hope. Only a cold and empty silence. The priest started chanting the holy words. He asked me to repeat after him. I had to say, "The sacred promise." My voice came out steady and calm, but my soul was screaming very loudly. "Stop now. Stop now. This is wrong. You are marrying the wrong person. This is a huge, lifelong mistake." But my fear was bigger than my voice. I was scared of disappointing my parents. I was scared of the family shame. So I said the words anyway. I said yes with a heavy heart. I became a wife on that day, but inside, I felt completely empty. The wedding was over by late night. I sat in a decorated room. My bridal veil covered my silent face. Rohan came and sat beside me. He tried to make some quiet talk. I answered with 1 or 2 words. I could not look into his eyes. I felt like a thief hiding truth. We lay down on opposite sides. The bed felt vast like a desert. I stared at the ceiling for hours. Sleep did not visit my eyes. Days passed and turned into weeks. We started our life in Bangalore city. Rohan went to his office each morning. I stayed at home arranging things. I cooked simple meals for him. He thanked me with a polite voice. We sat together at the dinner table, but mostly silence sat between us. We were 2 polite strangers living together. We never fought or raised our voices. We never shared our inner worlds. The distance grew wider each passing day. Months slipped by like slow water. I started forgetting my own dreams. The colors in my mind turned gray. I felt my spirit shrinking inside. I stopped painting completely. I stopped singing my favorite songs. I woke up each morning with heaviness. I went to bed with quiet sadness. Rohan also seemed lost sometimes. He would stare out the window. His eyes looked far and distant. He carried his own hidden burden. I wanted to ask him many questions. What are you thinking about, Rohan? What makes you silently sad sometimes? Is your heart also locked away? But my lips remained tightly closed. Fear kept my questions buried deep. I thought silence was safer than truth. I was so wrong about that. One evening, I found a small box. It was hidden in his old cupboard. I was looking for an extra blanket. The box was made of dark wood. My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside were some folded old letters. They were tied with a red ribbon. The ink was slightly faded with time. I knew I should not read them, but something pulled my fingers forward. I opened the first letter very slowly. The words were written in a woman's hand. My heart began to beat faster. The letter began with "My dear Rohan." My eyes flew across the beautiful words. Words of love, longing, and deep pain. The letter spoke of stolen moments together, of promises made under a big tree, of dreams to run away and marry, of tears cried when the family refused. I read all the letters one by one. Each letter was a love story that was cruelly broken. The woman's name was written below, Sarah. I sat on the floor feeling shaken. My hands held the open letters. Tears began to fall on the paper. I was not angry at Rohan. How could I feel any anger? I had my own hidden love story. I had my own secret painful past. I was also carrying a heavy stone. I realized we were exactly the same. Two broken people living one house, both forced into this empty marriage, both hiding our truest loves away. That evening, I waited for Rohan. When he came home, tired and quiet, I asked him to sit with me. I placed the letters on the table. His face became very pale. Immediately, he sat down without a single word. A long, heavy silence filled the room. The clock ticked loudly on the wall. After some minutes, he finally spoke. His voice was broken and very low. Her name was Sarah, he said softly. We loved each other for 3 years. We met during my college days. She was studying to become a doctor. She had the kindest eyes ever. We wanted to marry each other. But my father refused the match strongly. Her community was different from ours. My mother cried and threatened to leave. She said the family honor would die. I was weak and very scared. I was only 24 years old. I could not break my mother's heart, so I gave in to their demands. I gave up my true love, Sarah. I let her go with deep sorrow. I chose family honor over my heart. I have regretted it every day since. I listened to him very calmly. My own eyes were wet, too. I reached out and held his hand. It was not a romantic touch. It was the touch of understanding, the touch of 2 broken mirrors. I said, Rohan, I understand you. I have done the very same thing. His name was Arjun, I whispered. I met him in my college garden. He was a poet with messy hair. He taught me how to really talk. We loved each other in hidden corners. We dreamed of a life together. But his community was different too. My family would never accept him. I was also weak and scared. I also gave up my true love. I also chose duty over real happiness. I also carry the same deep wound. Rohan looked at me with shock. Then his eyes soft like melting ice. We sat there in the kitchen light, 2 strangers finally becoming real. That night, we talked for many hours. Truth poured out like heavy rain. The dam of silence finally broke open. We shared our lost and broken dreams. We shared our hidden deepest fears. We talked about Arjun and Sarah. We laughed a little. And we cried. The kitchen became our confession room. The cold distance between us melted. No romantic love grew between us, but something new and precious was born. A quiet understanding and deep respect. We decided not to hate each other. We chose to become real friends. Instead, friends who truly understand deep pain. Friends who help each other heal slowly. After that night, our home changed. We started talking more openly. We cooked meals together sometimes. We discussed our days with easy words, but we both knew the real truth. Our marriage was built on false ground. We were not husband and wife properly. We were kind companions. Sharing a secret, 2 more years passed silently. We lived peacefully, without any fights, but the deepest loneliness never left. We were roommates, not true life partners. I often thought about RJ. I wondered where he was now. Was he also trapped in sadness? Had he also married someone else? Rohan sometimes mentioned Sarah's name. A shadow would cross his gentle face. I could see the old pain lingering. I knew he still loved her fully. One Sunday morning, over quiet tea, we finally spoke the hard words. This is not a real marriage. We are living a borrowed life. We both deserve a chance at happiness. You deserve to find Sarah again. I deserve to find my own path. Maybe the most loving act is letting go. Rohan looked at me for long seconds. Then he nodded with tearful eyes. Yes, Maya, you are right. We have punished ourselves enough now. The decision brought both pain and relief. Pain, for the time we had lost. Relief that the acting would end. We chose to end the marriage peacefully, without anger, without shouting, without blame. We sat with a lawyer quietly. We signed the divorce papers with steady hands. We wished each other well from hearts. My family was shocked and very confused. Why are you doing this? Maya. He is such a good, decent man. You are making a huge mistake again. His family was very angry too. They blamed me for breaking the marriage. They said I brought bad luck. The words cut like sharp glass, but we knew it was right. We knew our souls needed freedom. The opinions of the world felt small. Our inner peace mattered much more. After the divorce was finally done, I moved into a tiny apartment. It had one small window facing east. Every morning, the golden sun entered. For the first time in many years, I felt a deep, peaceful silence. It was not a lonely silence, it was the silence of freedom. I started painting again after so long. I bought bright colors and thick paper. My brush moved with joyful energy. The gray world turned colorful once more. I started laughing without any reason. I walked barefoot on the cool floor. I drank my tea, watching the sunrise. I started dreaming my own dreams again. I am 31 years old now. I am not married to any person, but I am married to myself fully. I am married to my own truth. I am married to my own freedom. I am married to my own voice. I learned to listen to my heart. I learned that my life belongs to me. Rohan found his way back to Sarah. They met again after so many years. He said the first meeting was difficult. So much time and pain had passed, but slowly they rebuilt their love. His family finally accepted their relationship. Time had softened their hard hearts. They saw that love matters more than rules. Rohan sent me a short message once. It said only 2 simple words. Thank you, Maya. Those words meant everything deep inside me. They healed the last small wound inside. They confirmed I made the right choice. The hardest choices bring the deepest peace. A wrong marriage taught me great truth. Found myself by losing everything. The old Maya died at that altar. A new Maya was born slowly. She is stronger and much more honest. Now I listen to my heart carefully. Now I speak when something feels wrong. Now I choose with my eyes open. Now I am no longer scared. If you are standing at an altar, if your heart is silently screaming, stop. Please pause and listen very carefully. Fear should never decide your future. Comfort should never replace honest truth. You deserve a love that is real. You deserve a choice that is yours. Do not marry the wrong person. Marry the person your heart recognizes. Choose with courage, not with fear. And if you already said the wrong yes, know that it is never too late. You can still choose yourself again. You can still walk into the light. The shame of others will fade away. Your inner peace will stay forever. My name is Maya. I once married the wrong person. Now I am with the right person. That person is me. Finally and completely. I wake up with a quiet smile. I sleep with a peaceful heart. I am my own safe harbor now. And that is more than enough. If you like this story, please like and subscribe to support us.